couple of wins that you've managed to get now. How much was that needed, do you feel, here at Dundee, and how much do you think you can build on that now?
I think it's been massive that we've got these two results. We've had a few spells in the season where we've put a wee run together and then it's kind of fallen by the wayside in recent months. So I suppose it's going from week to week and making sure that we build on the two results, but at the same time don't get too carried away with what we've got at the moment.
And obviously we see Dundee United now 21 points clear at the top. John Robertson said the other night after the game it's Dundee United's title now. Is that the feeling here at Dens, and how important is it for you that you finish second?
To be honest, it's not something that we're looking at this moment. As you say, the two results we've put together, it's important that we keep our mindset firmly on that, and keep building on what we've been doing in the last couple of weeks.
What difference will it make if you can finish in the second spot as opposed to one of the other playoff positions?
No, second spot is what everyone's kind of fighting for at this moment in time. There's a group of squads that are very closely together, and for us it's about getting there, and it's about getting there as soon as possible. You don't want to be leaving things to the last couple of games. You want to, as you say, go on the run that we're on just now and hopefully get there.
Do you feel that things are starting to click now for Dundee this season? I'd
like to think so. As I go back to, we've had a few kind of results throughout the season. We've had 3 or 4 wins, a draw, and then there's been a few spells where we've had bad results. So I think that the squad we've got is more than capable of pushing right on. And as I say, the last couple of weeks has been a positive. So hopefully we can keep striving and get to where we want to be.
And Arbroath this weekend, obviously a team who have been doing very well this season, a team who say their priority is just to stay in the league, but they're punching perhaps above that weight then. How important is a victory against them? Because obviously if they beat you, then they'll leapfrog Dundee. No,
fair play to Arbroath. I think quite a lot of teams have written them off, which has been unfair at the start of the year. I think a few managers have been maybe caught saying that they should be beating them, but that's not the way that we're looking at this fixture. We know how hard it is. We've went to their place and it was such a tough game. The conditions, the way they play, and they've got some really good players as well that you can't take anything light for that. And so look, we know how hard it is. Dick Campbell sets his team out very well as well. He's a good experienced manager with a background staff that are very experienced and know Scottish football well. So we know how we need to set up, and we know how tough the game will be.
Does that change your mindset at all heading into the game, the fact that Arbroath have picked up so many good results?
No, not really. I think every game that we go in this league you want to win. We aim to win. It's not always the case. It happens that down in the Premier League football as well, the top teams aim to win all their games, but that's not the way the league pans out. Every team in this league brings something different, whether it's being a physical side or a compact team that you need to break down. It's so hard to break down teams so easily, so we know what that's going to bring.
You touched on the inconsistencies that you've had in the season. You've put a few runs together and then followed that with a few defeats. What would you say to Dundee fans who are looking at the last 2 games and thinking, well, we've been here before?
No, just to keep getting behind the team, because we're going into a massive period now. We're into kind of the last home leg of the season, and we need all the fans behind us, positivity around the ground, around the streets, keeping that kind of feel-good factor around Dens.
Is there anything that you guys as a team can do differently to prevent that happening, to keep this run going?
No, we need to just keep. Ask me back in training now. I was just back in, and it was a great feeling to be back in. And some of the boys you've got in there, you've got Berra, you've got Dorrans, the older ones like McGowan and Hemmings, and what a group of boys we've got. You know what I mean? And we're learning off them every day, so it's good.
And finally, from a personal point of view, coming back into the team, the competition that you've got as well, does that drive you on?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I need to make sure that I bring to my game, is striving to be back in that team, giving everything every day as I do anyway to get back in the team. I love being back out there. I wasn't out for too long, but it's not you take things for granted, but you realise the small things when you're not training, getting on the bus with the boys and stuff, and it was great to be back, great feeling.
Is it difficult sitting on the sidelines when you see Dundee in that position and they aren't doing as well as you'd hoped for, and you can't be part of it?
Yeah, it's difficult. You want to be playing every game, and when you're not there and you're maybe not involved, you kind of maybe feel out the picture as well, because when it goes back to the training ground, everyone's out training, sweating hard, and you're in the gym and things are difficult, you know what I mean? But I'm, touch wood, I'm being quite lucky. There's boys like young Sam Fisher that's been out, he's been an ACL injury, but he's working so hard to get back in amongst it, and he's got a great attitude on him as well to go and get back. It's a tough, long layout he's out for, but he's working well with a physio who's been brilliant with me as well, Jerry. So all the boys, injured boys, will be back as well soon.
Do you feel it sort of being out and then coming back gives you that renewed drive for success, and knowing what it's like to be out, just winning feeling again?
You're spot on, yeah. It's being out at you, as I say, you kind of almost take things for granted, when it's not taking it for granted, but you realise when you're not there, and to get that feeling back, running about, sweating hard, and hopefully getting the chance to be back on the pitch will be even better.